The ASX Corporate Governance Council sets out 8 corporate governance principles, including effective board oversight, lawful and ethical conduct, risk management, accurate disclosure, and fair and responsible remuneration. Justice Owen, in the HIH Royal Commission, defined corporate governance as the framework of rules, relationships, systems and processes within and by which authority is exercised and controlled in corporations, including the practices by which that authority is in fact exercised. In ANZ's 2025 Corporate Governance Statement on page 2, the board states that ANZ Group Holdings Limited and its subsidiaries have followed the ASX Corporate Governance Council's recommendations throughout the 2025 financial year, and that the board is responsible for the oversight and strategic direction of the ANZ Group through its governance framework, including the board and its committees. However, recent ASIC findings and the $240 million penalty for systemic governance failures raise serious questions about whether ANZ has, in practice, complied with those principles, particularly in relation to board oversight, risk management, ethical conduct and accurate disclosure. The question is, in light of these findings, do you and the board accept its statement of compliance with the ASX Corporate Governance Council's recommendations is no longer accurate in substance? And will the board commit to correcting or qualifying those statements? Further, given the governance failures identified, why have non-executive director fees not been reduced as a matter of accountability?
So I've answered a number of elements of that question already, but I would say very strongly this board has demonstrated precisely what those principles require. For example, on the issue of deceased estates where we have paid a fine, the board was overseeing management's implementation of a deceased estates program. That included hiring an executive from another organisation who had a good track record in that area. The program did not deliver fully to the board's requirements and expectations, and that's the reason we've ended up paying the fine. So that's an example of where there has been board governance, and I can go across the other issues as well. The issue is the board has been applying governance when things haven't been delivered. The board has stepped in, it has got to the bottom of issues, it has established the facts independently, it has driven change, and it has enforced accountability. And that is what those governance principles are designed to do. I would argue that, in fact, the board has demonstrated strong leadership in terms of its commitment. So I'm very confident we comply with the corporate governance guidelines.
ANZ has said it's followed those principles, but it hasn't. So its statement in the annual report is incorrect.
We'll agree to disagree on that, Rita.
It's in writing in your annual report.
Thank you for your review.